777 departing from Chicago O'Hare Airport. That's, I think that's Detroit, right? KDTW, I think. It's a short flight, but we're gonna fly it anyways, yeah. Aircraft type. We are in a Boeing 47-800. I don't know if I like that. I mean, we could fly that flight plan. You know, come up toward, before we get to Milwaukee, we'll come around to Lake Michigan. We'll come up north of Grand Rapids, north, just inside of Lansing in Harbor. We'll come down and hit our runway 04 right, but we'll have to come around here to hit the runway right here. Because this is our runway right here. So this is 04 right. We're gonna do an ILS. We can do an ILS. Well, if it's foggy or like cloudy, 'cause I got live weather on. I got live traffic on, so real life pilots and people on the game like I am. I have real life, like I said, real life time, real life weather. So I don't know what the weather's gonna look like until we get out there and look at the radar and see what we're looking like. It might be foggy, it might be, well, I shouldn't say the word foggy, but cloudy, I should say, overcast. So we will take a look at that, and if it's daytime, if it's clear weather, we could do a visual approach, but I'm thinking just doing an instrument autopilot ILS landing probably. Even though the aircraft I'm using has a bug where the localizer does not work, that's very annoying. So I'm gonna have to do a manual vertical landing, and I'm gonna have to manually stand the glide slope, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Nope, that's not the airport I want. So we want KDTW. This is the runway we're gonna hit right here. So we're gonna have to come around here, because the way we're having it's having us come around here and then north, and then we're going straight down south. So we're gonna have to come around here to get on our runway. Why do all that when we can just go straight down? And let's see what the options are if we have. Cost index we do 10 pound IFR. It's a short flight. We do 20,000 feet. We'll go ahead. We'll just choose auto for this. Let them choose. Let the website choose our passengers and payload. It's gonna automatically calculate our fuel as well. Let's see what we have here. This is looking more like it actually. It's having us come around here, but we're not gonna do all that. So we could just go straight over Lake Michigan and straight out. Now this is doing too much. Why would I do this? So we could go. That one looks. That's not bad. I like that one, but I don't like coming up. I don't know why we're going so north. I like this one a lot. So we might run with this one actually for our flight plan. We'll just head out. We'll probably take off going west, and then we'll just wrap around, and then we'll head over, straight over. Say going north. Okay, it lines us up with everything pretty well. We'll run right into Detroit. It actually might cut our route in half as well from going up. Yeah. Let's see. I'm not sure what it'll be. We don't show our time yet, but it definitely has to cut our time in half. We don't need to do all this because we already know what the fuel. It's probably gonna be around 35 to 39,000 fuel. What's it gonna calculate? So, where's our runways? So I don't care what runway we take off on. That's air traffic controller is gonna do that. They like to jump me at other runways. 04 right is where I want to hit. So there we go. That should hit us right, line us up right with our runway. That's perfect. And then we have our SID and our stars. So I think that's good. We can go ahead and generate the flight plan. And if I want to get real realistic with it, I could print these out and be like a real pilot. Go over our flight plan. So yeah, we're gonna need block fuel of 38,000. So we did cut it in half. We're saving. The other route was like 39,000, so we're saving a little bit. So let's cut the route in half a little bit. Yeah, it's a very short flight actually. So we'll probably do 20,000 feet. Cause by the time we get to 20,000 feet, we'll be going down already. So for our top of descent, so that's what we'll do. And this is our stars and our SIDs and stuff. This is our flight plan right here. All right. Power. Let's go ahead and power, standby power, good, auto, hydraulics are off, windshield wipers off, landing gear is down, external power is on. I might just get, even though it's daylight, I'm gonna give us some extra lights in here, just so I can see everything a lot better. I mean, I can already see, but why not just turn some lights on? This is really for nighttime, but I can do extra stuff here. Let me see if the weather pops up yet on the ground. See what it's looking like on the ground. Oh, it's not gonna work yet until I set the IRS position. So we already did this. Yep. Let's go ahead and do our IRS now. Those are set. Bus ties should be auto or on. The auto. Generator control should be on. On. APU, let's go ahead and start that. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and contact the ground so we can get them to connect the jetway. 118.
O'Hare ground Sam Tree 0000 Heavy. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Sam Tree 0000 Heavy. The jetway is going to be connected.
So they are connecting that. Well, outside here, it's not too bad. It's not too cloudy here in real life. It's not too bad. I mean, the sun's not really out, but it's not bad weather here. This is real life weather, so this is how it looks in real life right now. It's not bad. United States of America. Let's go ahead and get the baggage and start doing the baggage.
O'Hare ground Sam Tree 0000 Heavy. Could you please send the
We're going to do 20,000 feet because we're not that far away from our destination. We're going to need 38,000 feet. We're burning approximately 14,000 feet. We got 380 passengers. Now, I mean, obviously we got 380 passengers, but it's going to be like role playing. We just got Trump on here, Trump and his staff. Because I got the United States of America. This is the same jet they use, 747-800. One of the biggest Boeing jets out there. The only thing is, there's way more high-tech technology than this. But we should have APU now. Turn that on. Now we're on APU. This little thing in the back of the jet, right here, is our APU. You can kind of see it. Now, I'm not no professional at this game or real life piloting or anything. I have no experience in real life, but I know a thing or two about. You know, I have no doubt in my mind if something was to happen in real life, I could land this plane in real life just because I know a lot about the autopilots and stuff. And kind of what I'm doing when it comes down to frequencies and autopilot and setting up everything. It's really not hard. Really, the plane pretty much lands. You just gotta set everything up. Plane does everything pretty much by itself. The only issue I'm having is this button right here does not work for me. It's bugged out. I don't know why. I know a lot of people have been complaining about it. That's gonna suck from when I go to land, because I'm gonna have to do a pretty much a manual vertical glide slope, which I hate doing, especially if it's cloudy or bad weather. That sucks. I have to pay attention to my glide slope right here. So let's see, APU gen switches are on. Pump selector, pump selector is good. On. Emergency guard we'll close that. Fuel crop. I'm gonna shut the fuel valve off when we take off, anyways. Before we take off, because I don't need to have fuel going from engine to engine. I just don't have to. I don't have no need to do that. So we'll keep those open for now. Fuel pumps are off. Into ice. We'll move these to auto. Window heat. We can move those. Windshield wipers are obviously off. Yaw dampers are on. Extra temps. All these should be auto. Trim. It's good. On. Recirculations are on. Packs are now on. Isolation valves. Good. APU bleed should be on. These are off. These are going to be on. Navigation and local lights as needed. Flight directors will be on. Auto throttle. We'll put that to armed. Bank selector. And we'll just go ahead and turn it to where we're going. Well, we don't have the flight plan yet. We got programs on the computer yet, so we'll put it to auto. Autopilot gauges bars up, landing gear is down. Auto brake is going to be RTO. Parking brake is set. And there's that other bug. I had no throttle, so I got to fix that. Let me go back. There we go. Down. Thrust levers. Flaps are up. Fuel is cut off. Seat belts are on. And our transponder should be standby. We'll go ahead and move these to auto now. Fuel pumps can come on. Beacon, good. And then, yep, we'll go down and change our transponder to this mode. And then we're pretty much good to go. Now we just got to program the computer, which is the tedious part sometimes. So we have our flight plan right here. So we're gonna request the server from our aircraft computer to this server and this website, and we should be able to upload this flight plan. And then we'll have to change some things and make sure everything runs smooth. So no discontinue. So we'll go to route request. That should request that flight plan we just made. Load, and there we go. It will execute that. There we go. So now let's go ahead and put this to flight plan. Let's see how everything looks here. So that's how it looks so far. So now we just need to, let's go to our legs. This is what we have. So we have just the 3 waypoints. So now we're gonna have to set up our depart runway. We would like to do 22 left. I doubt they're gonna give us that. We'll see what they want to do. Air traffic controller, so we'll try 22 left. And then we would like to depart. We would like to arrive on the ILS approach, ILS 04 right. So we'll try to hit that, and then our star will be hey L3. So we do this. So now we have to go through our route, make sure. Yep. So we already got some discontinues. So that's not good. A lot of discontinues. So we're gonna go through and fix all that. So let's take this, move this up here. That should just connect that. Let's keep going. We have a couple more discontinues. So we'll move you up here and you up there. We don't know vectors as well. And that's perfect. There we go. There's our flight plan. So we'll come right here. We'll get set up on the final. And then we'll come in. We'll just come right here. This will be our final. And we'll land right into the runway. That's perfect. We'll go now. We'll go back over here. We'll take our reserve for 2. Our cost index was 10. We're gonna be kind of heavy. We got 380 passengers aboard, so it's a payload of 90,000. So we'll set that there. What else do we need to do here? We need to do. We just did that, right? Yep. Thrust. We could just do that. Climb on cell arm 1. 98%. That's good there. Takeoff. We need flaps 10. That's common for this aircraft. It's going to give us a. We're pretty heavy, so that's going to give us a V1 of 142. We'll rotate about approximately 155. We should be in air. We'll have a positive right. Gear up. Flaps up. Center of gravity. That's to give 17%. That's a trim of 7.5. That's good there. Take approach. We're gonna land. We're pretty heavy, so we're gonna land 30. Normally for light, like we don't have a lot of passengers, we're landing about 30. We're still gonna land 30 flaps, but approximately at about 138 to 40, 140 knots. We're pretty heavy. We don't want to stall, so we're gonna make sure we maintain our speed pretty high because we're kind of heavy. So 30, and then we do 160 knots. So that's program in. So now if we go to our computer, we're gonna kind of cruise at 292. We're not gonna be at 20. We're not gonna be at our cruising altitude very long. Then we're gonna be going down. That's crazy. So we're going 20,000 feet, not for very long. Like we ain't gonna have no time to serve our beverages or anything. We're gonna be hitting the ground or get ready for our descent. All right, so we can go back to map. And here we go. So yep, we have our top of descent, our top of climb, and our top of descent. So it's not gonna be a long flight. Let me make sure. Did I do our fuel yet? We did not do our fuel. That would be way too much. So we need to go into our computer, and we said 39,000. We'll burn approximately 14,000, so we need to go into our weight and balance, and we need to set it from our flight plan. That should give us 38,000, which it did. That should be plenty of fuel for the trip. And it doesn't look like a lot with 9%, but that's plenty of fuel. We also got to fix it. I don't know if it's a bug, the fuel tank engine, but it's something to do with the cross feed. So let's just turn these off. We don't even need them anyways. That should go off. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and disconnect the jetway. Looks like they're done loading up the luggage.
Heavy. Could you please disconnect the jetway from the
Oh yeah,
aircraft?
we got a beautiful day here for flying. Alright, we're gonna request our flight
O'Hare
plan
ground SAM
to
777 Heavy
Detroit.
IFR to Detroit Metro, ready to copy.
SAM 777 Heavy is cleared to Detroit Metro Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 28 right climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 126.625 squawk 2424. SAM 777 Heavy, did you hear my last
I
transmission?
did hear it. Hold on a second, I was doing something.
SAM
Alright, so they said
777
squawk
Heavy cleared to
2424.
Detroit Metro Airport is filed.
2424.
Takeoff runway 28 right climb and maintain 11,000
Alright,
feet.
2424. They want to take off
Departure
to
on
See, yes, I wanted to take off at
126.625
22
squawk
left, but they said,
2424.
nope, we're doing 28 right.
Sam 777 Heavy readback is correct.
We'll contact the ground.
On 118.05 when ready to
Okay, we're
taxi.
already on that
Good
anyways.
day.
O'Hare ground Sam 777 Heavy with India ready to taxi IFR.
Sam 777 Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway 28 right via taxiway Victor 5 Yankee. Contact tower on 127.925 when ready.
Okay. I'm gonna select the runway because that's the runway I want to do. I want to do 22 left. Let's see if they'll do 22 left. Hang on. I don't even see no runway on here. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do.
Sam
That's fine.
777 Heavy, did you hear my last transmission?
Taxi to and hold short
We'll do-
runway
we'll do
28
that.
right via taxiway Victor 5 Yankee Sam 777 Heavy.
Alright, now we need a. Wait. Wait. Where's my ribbons at? That's 2E right there. I don't have a ribbon to land. I don't know why. I hope it's not bugged out. I hate when this stuff happens. Like, I would not know where to go right now if I didn't. I would have to look up my navigation chart to find out. Let me just look it up because I have no idea why it's not showing my ribbons. I'm ready to go, so let's see. 2-8 right, he said? Yeah, we're right here. So he said, right here. So taxi B5, so we're right here. So we'll come around here, come down to Y, and then I'll run, yeah, yep, okay, yep, we'll do that. I don't know what's going on, I don't know what this guy's doing. He might be bugged out. I don't know what he's doing, just sitting there. We need a pushback.
O'Hare ground Sam 777 Heavy requesting pushback.
Sam 777 Heavy pushback request accepted.
So we're gonna push back. We'll go ahead and start turning off our packs. And then we'll get ready for the engines to get turned on here in a minute. So this is Y right here. That's Y5. That's what they want us to taxi out. That's Y5. It might be better just to come over here, but they want us to taxi Y5, so we'll come around this way then. I don't know what this guy's doing. We're about to go right through him because he's just sitting there. Let's turn the parking brake off. Let's go ahead and steer to the left here.
O'Hare ground Sam
While we're waiting for that,
777 Heavy requesting pushback tug to steer
go
the
ahead and turn
aircraft
the
to the
engines
left.
on. Fuel cut off. We should have some
Sam
life.
777 Heavy, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
I guess we'll taxi this way. We're gonna have to go right through that guy because I think he's lagged out to frozen. He's not having a good day. So, and we're not either because if I didn't pay $10 a month for this awesome navigation thing, it's what pilots use in real life. That's how they are able to see where they're taxiing to if they're not familiar with the runway. It's
O'Hare ground Sam
really comes in
777
handy when
Heavy
you're not
requesting the
familiar
end of pushback.
with the airport.
Sam 777
And you need a
Heavy
taxi.
request to end pushback received.
Because you can actually draw on it too. You can actually draw. I don't remember how to draw on it. I know the way you could draw, like, so you can draw where you need to go. Right here. Right? No? I don't remember how to draw on it, but you can. You can also do. You can also connect it to your game and see your aircraft moving in real time, which is pretty sick. But I don't remember how to draw on it. Oh man, how do you draw on it? I don't remember. But yeah, there's like a pencil somewhere that allows you to draw. So we're not gonna make that one. We're just gonna have to go to this one and come around. That's fine, whatever. I don't care. Our engines are on, it looks like. So we should be able to turn the APU off now. I think they're on. I didn't see it running. Yeah, it should be running. So the last thing we need is turn the APU off and our aircraft dies out. So turn it off. Yeah, we're good. We would have lost power. We'll set the flaps at 10 degrees and taxi lights will come on. And then we should be good to taxi out of here. And there's our flight plan right there, so we're going to be going straight over Lake Michigan, but we're actually going to be taking off west. And then we'll come back around and start heading north. The aircraft's still there. We're going right, we're just gonna, I don't think there's any collision, we're going to go right through them. And then we'll get in the air and we'll check the weather out. See if there's any bad weather. I don't think there is though. We'll get ready to request our clearance to take off. This guy is floating in the air. This guy is frozen. This guy is, I don't know what's going on with this guy. We're gonna have to go around them though. I mean, we can go through them. It don't matter. I don't think there's any collision. Cause if it's collision, dude, like, I mean, I don't know if you can turn it on or not, but there'll be some a-holes on here messing everyone's experience up. There's collision as far as you running anything, but I don't know about other aircrafts. I'm kind of glad, because that would suck if he's frozen and I just gotta sit behind him and wait. Burn fuel. What's my fuel at now? I'm gonna have burn taxi, and it tells me if I look at the flight plan. I'm probably gonna burn approximately about 1,000 fuel just taxiing, but that's why we didn't start the engines until we got our pushback. I might have to go around him. I might have to just stay straight over these little cone things. I have no choice, or go through them. But I'm gonna try to hang as far as I can away from him. He's having a bad day. Is he an Airbus or a Boeing? Can't really tell. He's bugged out. We're gonna be going right through him. Nah, he disappeared. Okay, I didn't know he disappeared like that. Now we're gonna see if we can request our
O'Hare Tower, Sam 777 Heavy ready for
clear for
IFR
takeoff.
departure, runway 28 right.
Sam 777 Heavy, altimeter tree
We
0
have been
decimal
cleared.
21 wind tree 14 at 7. Cleared for takeoff runway 28 right.
Good.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28 right, Sam 777 Heavy.
Alright, we are good to take off. We're gonna go ahead and take off. I don't know why we don't have no ribbons, that's fine. We don't need no ribbons. While we're on autopilot, I might go ahead and open up my nav chart to figure out what we're gonna be doing when we get inside, when we land in Detroit. They're probably gonna guide us to a gate anyways. We got traffic somewhere, I'm showing. We're being cleared. I don't see him. Oh shoot. Oh, he's going another way. I'm about to say, y'all just cleared me for takeoff. There's a guy landing on my runway. That's nice. That's either a guy on the game or it's a real life pilot. Obviously, he can't see us, but we can see him. It's pretty cool though. Oh, he's still a little ways away over there. I thought he was closer than that. Okay, so it's currently 6 o'clock there in real life, so we're on real life time, so it's probably gonna be almost dark, sunset, when we get to Detroit. Dang, by train it's 5 hours, by bus it's 5 hours, drive is 4 hours, but by plane it's like 45 minutes. Alright, takeoff set, takeoff power set. We're gonna get a warning. It's nothing important, it's just a stabilizer. I don't have that on because I don't have to have it on for short flights. As far as I'm aware, I'm still learning when it comes down to troubleshooting things like that. V1, rotate, get some crosswind here. Positive rate. Gear up. Flaps up.
Sam 777 Heavy, contact Chicago departure on 126.625.
This is just sick, dude. Like, you're gonna get low FPS, especially since I'm streaming, but these flight games really play a toll on your FPS.
Goodbye.
I really need to get a better GPU though. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start making our turn. Let's go ahead and contact.
Chicago departure Sam 777 Heavy is passing 2,600
So we're not going to turn the autopilot on until we get close to our flight, our route.
777 Heavy Chicago departure altimeter.
Because the LNAV won't work until we intercept our flight plan.
Sam 777 Heavy climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect flight level 200.
So we don't want to go too steep here on our turn, so let's just keep it kind of even. 45 degrees, so let's go ahead, altimeter, change that. Altimeter is 3021.
Sam
Okay, that's
777 Heavy, please acknowledge.
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect flight level 200 Sam 777 Heavy.
Sam 777 Heavy, contact Chicago Center on 120.35. Good day.
So they want to maintain 11,000 feet.
120.35 Sam 777 Heavy. Goodbye. Chicago Center Sam 777 Heavy is at 9,900 feet, climbing
Now
11,000
it looks like we have intercepted our waypoint.
Sam 777 Heavy, Chicago, center
Our flight
altimeter
plan.
30.21 radar contact. Continue to defeat.
So we should be able to put some autopilot
Sam
on.
777 Heavy, climb and
Slow
maintain
down.
flight level 200.
So now we can maintain. We're above our 1,000 feet here. So
Iberia Tree 42 heavy traffic is 7 o'clock 3 miles at 12,600 feet, Boeing
let's turn the
B-748.
autopilot on.
Report them in sight.
20,000 feet. LNAV comes on. All these camera views is fucking with me.
Iberia Tree 42 heavy traffic
Messing with
in
me,
sight.
I should say.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 Sam 777 Heavy.
So the plane should start turning by itself and doing its thing.
777 heavy traffic
Yep.
is 9 o'clock 3 miles at 17,500
9 o'clock.
feet, Airbus A20S. Report them in sight.
Looks like come down there. We need to keep climbing. What are we doing? And we're about to overspeed. Slow down. Keep climbing though. There we go. So we're fine. We're about to go over Lake Michigan now. We just gotta make sure we keep our speed up, or our speed controlled. Going back to throttles for now. Plane's gonna turn itself over Lake Michigan now. The city, Chicago, downtown Chicago, should be over here somewhere. It's kind of cloudy. Kind of sucks. Oh, hello. There we go. There's the big stadium. The Chicago Bears is right there. There's the Bears Stadium. Got the White Sox over there somewhere, and then you got the Cubs over here somewhere. Yeah, that's where the Bears play. And then you got the where they do the St. Patrick's water. You hear the water that goes through downtown. They turn that to green sometimes around St. Pat's. So we're going over Lake Michigan. We got auto speed on, so that's going to control our speeds for us. So let's just bring this up to about 303. And this should start turning for us. Let's bring this up actually. Let's just climb a little steeper so we can get to our cruising altitude. So let's just get there quicker. We're almost there anyways. Then we can go ahead and we got a little time to sell our beverages and stuff before we start doing our descent. While we're doing that,
American 673 Heavy, contact Chicago Center on 127.55. Good day.
we did all this. Then you get our lights are off, flaps are up. We already did all this.
127.55 American 673 Heavy.
Yep, landing gears, taxi landing gears are off. Seatbelts will come off once we hit our cruising altitude at 20,000 feet. We're about to hit that now. Then our speed's not gonna go up until we hit our cruising altitude because we're obviously climbing. You climb, you know, it's simple physics. You climb, you're gonna lose speed. You go down rapidly. That's how you get out of the stall. So if we was to stall, for whatever reason, something happened to our plane, we were to start stalling. We're gonna push that nose down pretty steeply that you would never really do to gain airspeed, so we can try to get our aircraft back up and our engines back up, so we get some airflow. So that's kind of what we'll do. And I'm not no pilot in real life, but I've watched too many videos, too many Mayday videos. My best friend's a pilot, so that kind of helps. And he was very surprised with all the knowledge that I know about planes. You know, playing flight simulators for like, what, 6-7 years. I started playing X-Plane, and then I started playing Microsoft Flight Simulator a year ago. I'm still learning. I'm still working on my landings. My landings ain't the best. You know, sometimes my passengers might get a little whiplash. You know, nothing to see here, but most of it is from this button right here not working. It's bugged out. They know about it. They're trying to fix it. There's nothing you can do. Now I can do a manual landing, but this aircraft has the capability of landing itself. And if I want to do an ILS landing and I can't see out my aircraft because it's so foggy or whatever, if this does not work, I have to go based off this. I'm gonna have a little diamond right here, and this will tell me if I'm too high or too low, and I'll have to keep an eye on that. I cannot blink. I would have to watch that because this one little button has everybody's lives at risk because I have to manage looking at this. I can't look at anything else. If I take my eye off that for 1 second, I might be 500 feet too low. So when I get closer, I'm going to have two diamonds that are going to appear. I'm going to have one for the glide slope, and I'm going to have one for my horizontal. That's going to help me lead the aircraft to the runway. So we need to go get our frequency of our runway. We're over Lake Michigan now. We got some other aircrafts out here. Michigan's right here. I'm from a small town right here somewhere. I currently live in Louisiana now, but I'm from Michigan. Small town called Niles, Michigan. You can probably pull it up on here. So there's Kalamazoo, been there. Now if you go right here, I used to live in South Bend, there's Niles right here. So we're pretty much flying pretty damn close to where I'm from. I grew up. So let's pull up our map real quick. And let's get our frequency number for our ILS landing, which should be 04 right. This will be 110. So it's gonna be 110, 700. So let's go back in our aircraft. We're at 300, so we're good. We're cruising. We'll have it. We'll go VNAV, so it's gonna control our descent by itself as well.
Report them in sight.
Let's go in here.
United 1710 heavy traffic is 10 o'clock 3 miles at 9,000 feet.
And let's put our frequency number in here.
Report them in sight.
Chicago Center,
So
Sam
1,
777 Heavy, flight level 200.
700.
Sam 777 Heavy, Chicago Center, radar contact. Continue to Echo Lima X-ray. SkyWest 469er 8 traffic is 8 o'clock 3
Alright, here we go.
miles
We have that set up.
9,400 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
So here's our flight plan. We're currently over Lake Michigan.
1710 heavy traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at 9,200 feet Airbus
Right here, South Bend.
Report them
I'm
in
from a town right here, right in the middle here. We'll come over here. We'll come all the way down.
3 o'clock 2 miles at 9,000 feet Airbus A20N.
Come around and we'll get set up for our final right here. So for our star,
SkyWest 469er.
we'll come into the runway here in Detroit.
United 1084 heavy traffic in sight.
We're currently cruising over Lake Michigan.
United Tree 89er 6 heavy traffic in sight.
We're on our flight plan. Our top of descent's coming up here soon. Let's check the weather out around us, see what's going on. We actually don't have any weather around us at all, actually. We have no weather. Interesting. There's nothing.
United
No clouds, nothing.
7 heavy traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 9,000 feet.
Okay, that's awesome.
Report them in sight.
Let's hide that. Let me go check what we're looking like. So we got 26 nautical miles for that. So when we get to this waypoint, we'll go ahead and start. We can probably start descent. Yeah. So. This right here will be our star, and this will get us lined up for this will get us transitioned into our runway.
United Tree 89er 6 heavy have the Boeing Beat 748 in sight.
So right here, this is our star right here. So kind of transition this into the airspace.
United 249er 7 heavy have the Airbus A20M in sight.
So right now, the aircraft, I turn off the autopilot aircraft, and I put on our VNAV. So what that means is it's going to follow our instructions from our flight computer. So as we see, our cruise now it wants us to cruise at 292. That's what we're doing. 20,000 feet. That's what we're doing. Once we get down, once it starts to get to us, we get to our top of descent. Right here, the aircraft will start descending by itself. Now I might control that a little bit because sometimes I feel like I'm a little too high. So I might control some of that.
Chicago Center altimeter tree 0 decimal 2 tree radar contact. Continue to VOGLR.
But now we're cruising. We're actually about to be in Michigan. We actually are in Michigan now. We're pretty much on land. We're probably Niles is right here somewhere. Where I grew up. Alright, so we don't have too far away from Detroit. I just hope we can make a safe landing because this button gives me a headache. I don't know why it doesn't work. And then I bought an aircraft. I don't know how much money I spent on it. Maybe, I don't know, $10, $20. And the lights flicker all. Like, they gotta fix some of that stuff, dude. Especially the payware stuff that you pay for. Man, you can't be having issues with lights flickering like that. It's annoying. Like, a lot of this stuff, like, I pretty much know I'm doing a lot of this stuff, but a lot of it is out of my control when there's bugs. You can't control it. In real life, if there's a bug in the aircraft, I would hope they would fix it. I'm sure maintenance to be on top of it. But in a game, what are you going to do? I mean, it's not much you could do when the developers are not fixing it because they know about it and they haven't fixed it yet. It's kind of annoying. This one works. This one's helpful, but this one I need to work. This is for my vertical height, so I don't be too low to the ground and crash into the ground. So I gotta watch my glide slope for that. So it's gonna be kind of annoying, but we should be able to make it manage. I had before. We gotta make sure we're not going too fast. Make sure we have our flaps set. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'm ready for the. What's the weather looking like tomorrow? I hope it's not gonna be freaking hot. Oh, it's only gonna be 85 tomorrow, but I wonder what it's gonna feel like tomorrow. Thursday's gonna be the highest, but that's my Friday, so I'll have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off to be able to stream and do some YouTube videos or whatever I want to do. I'm trying to build my YouTube.
Sam 777 Heavy, contact Chicago Center on 13.15.
So we should be getting close. Yeah, we're getting pretty close here to. We still got 43 miles and knock a mile.
134.15 Sam 777 Heavy. Goodbye.
So let's go ahead. 134. Uh, 150.
Chicago Center Sam 777 Heavy flight level 200.
Sam 777 Heavy, Chicago Center radar contact. Continue to Hassa.
So, yep, it's currently almost 7 o'clock there right now in real life. We're a minute away. Pretty much it's 7 o'clock there, so that looks about right. Behind me is west, sun setting, starting to a little bit. Hopefully we can land before it gets dark. We're about 20 minutes out, I think.
Sam 777 Heavy, contact Chicago Center on 127.55. Good day.
Sam 777 Heavy.
So we're not too.
Goodbye.
We're not too far away.
Chicago Center Sam 777 Heavy flight level 200.
Sam 777 Heavy, Chicago Center radar contact. Continue to Hassa.
Continue to Hassa.
Skywest Tree 869er, heavy contact Chicago Center on 133.9er. Good day. Going to 133.9er, Skywest Tree 869er heavy.
So we're getting closer on top of the descent. Right now we're just cruising over. I don't even know where we're at right now. Let's see if I can find out where we're at. Kalamazoo. Been there many times. Coldwater, been there before as well. So once we get close to our runway, our diamond should appear, and then once it gets in the middle, we can hit our approach, and that should be, we should be able to intercept our frequency in our localizer. So once we get closer, we'll have diamonds up here. Let me check the weather out over here. It's good around us.
Chicago Center, JetBlue 187 Tree Heavy is passing flight level tree 5, climbing flight level tree 40. JetBlue 187 Tree Heavy Chicago Center radar contact. Continue to CGNEY.
Wind plus 0.5 knots, so pretty calm. We're gonna have to start our descent here soon. We're getting very close to our descent. Now a lot of this I don't think is very accurate. Maybe I'm not setting up fully right. I don't know how it is with the real aircraft when they set their waypoints like this. And this is identical to a real aircraft. I'm not sure how their waypoints are in real life compared to their speed and how fast they jump down in altitude. So you go from 20,000, boom, straight down to 11,000. Obviously it will take time to get to 11,000, but I don't know how fast they want you to be down to 11,000 before you get out of this waypoint. We'll just have to play by ear. We're getting close to our top of the descent now. Why are we going to Cleveland Center?
120.45 Sam 777 Heavy. Goodbye.
So we're pretty much almost 10 miles out from our top of the descent. We had about 30 minutes for them to sell beverages, do everything they had to do.
Sam 777 Heavy flight level 200.
Sam 777 Heavy Cleveland Center radar contact. Continue to grab.
Alright, so we're going to continue. Looks like we're going to be going, yeah, we're getting very close. I'm actually going to go ahead and start putting our seatbelt sign on, because we'll be doing our descent here soon. When we get to 10,000 feet, we'll put our landing gear down, but we've got a little while for that. So that plane should automatically start descending by itself once it gets to our top of descent from our computer here. I got my vertical navigation and I got my LNAV on, so let's go ahead and take our seatbelt sign on because we are about to start descending probably here soon. So once we get to our descent, it should start descending for us and controlling our speed for us. And it got pushed back for some reason. That is because we are officially about to start once we get to this one. right now we are at our star. This will be transitioning us into Detroit. So we should start descending here in maybe any moment now. Should start to descend soon. I have no idea why it hasn't yet. Maybe because it's gonna wait until we get down. It should start descending. If not, I'm gonna have to manually do it. It might wait until we get to here. We could take over and manually start adjusting it. Oh, I don't know why. I'm an idiot. I gotta adjust this first before it go down.
777 heavy descent and maintain 11,000 feet.
That's why.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet, Sam 777 Heavy.
We can go ahead and start manually doing it. It's fine. I forgot to bring that down. If I brought that down, it would automatically descend it for us. But that's fine. We go ahead and just vertical speed, put 13 feet per minute. So let's go ahead and they want us at 11,000 feet. I'd rather be too high than too low. Too low is bad. Too high we can always go around. It's not in the world. And then we can probably turn LDAT back on. It's just that doesn't like that. Okay, that's weird. Probably I didn't automatically have it set up for the altitude before then. That's fine. We'll go ahead and go down. We actually need to get down pretty quickly, so let's just get down to 11,000 feet pretty quickly here. Seatbelt sign should be on. We got 380 passengers on board. We want to make sure, even if it's a hard landing and not like super soft, as long as we can touch down safely, that's all I care about.
700 feet, climbing flight level tree 10.
I should have looked at the weather there to see how, if it's windy. I don't think it's windy there though. It's a pretty clear day here in Michigan. So it's gonna start turning automatically, getting that stuff set up here. Let's go ahead and set that to 3019, because that's our altimeter. 3019. We're a little fast. Let's bring this down a little bit. We're going down pretty quickly, so we're gonna gain some speed. Let's just bring some flaps here. That should help slow us down. We're at 5 flaps. Just in case something goes wrong, we'll go ahead and put the head into about 080. Let's go ahead and
Cleveland
request.
Center, Sam 777 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Sam 777 Heavy, continue to VCTRZ turning and following heading 090, resume own navigation.
Continue to VCTRZ turning and following heading 090, resume own navigation, Sam 777 Heavy.
Delta 104 Heavy, contact Cleveland Center on 128.625. Good day.
Going up to 8,000
Sam
feet.
777 Heavy, contact Cleveland Center on 128.625. Good day. Going to 128.625, Delta 104 Heavy.
Diamonds have not appeared yet.
Sam
Glide slope.
777 Heavy, did you copy?
0.625 Sam 777 Heavy. Goodbye. Cleveland Center Sam 777 Heavy is passing 11,400 feet, descending 11,000 feet.
Sam 777 Heavy, Cleveland Center, altimeter tree 0.19 radar contact. Continue to Maze. Sam 777 Heavy, contact Detroit approach on 125.15. Good day.
Going to 125.15 Sam 777 Heavy.
We're not too far away. Alright, we got one diamond appearing. So that's going to be it for our localizer. Once I get in the middle, we should be able to connect with the runway.
Detroit approach Sam 777 Heavy is at 7,600 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Sam 777 Heavy, Detroit, approach altimeter tree 0.17 radar contact. Continue to Maze.
Alright.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Takes a minute for me to put my landing gear down.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Alright, the landing gear not coming down. That's not good.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Come on.
Landing gear. Landing
Landing gear's not coming down. That's not good. I don't want.
Landing gear.
That's not good.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Come on.
Landing gear. Landing
Sometimes it doesn't want to come out. It's a bug.
landing gear. Landing gear.
It's probably not going to come out until I get on my final.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Why is it not coming out?
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Detroit approach Delta 104 Tree Heavy is passing 10,500 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Landing gear.
Delta 104 Tree Heavy, Detroit, approach altimeter tree 0.17 radar contact. Continue to Clapper.
Landing gear.
Come on, landing gear, come out.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing
Sam 777 Heavy, please expedite your climb 11,000
I'm
feet.
not climbing, dude. Why would I climb?
landing gear.
Sam 777 Heavy, you are 18 miles southwest. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect RNAV X-ray runway for right approach via Rose transition. Cleared to Rose.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Sam 777 Heavy, keep speed not above 210 knots.
There we go. Finally came out. We got both our diamonds now. That's our glide slope. Not worried about that. Worry about this localizer.
Sam 777 Heavy,
above 210 knots, expect RNAV X-ray runway 4 right approach via Rose transition cleared to Rose SAM 777 Heavy.
I don't see the runway yet. Oh, it's right there. Yep. And that, once we go on our final, that should come into play. Why would I climb, dude? I'm about to land. I don't understand their logic sometimes. We're about to go on a final. Once we want a final, this should go in the middle. I'm waiting for that to move. That's starting to come down. I need this to move. There we go.
SAM 777 Heavy, please expedite your climb 11,000 feet.
See, it doesn't work. This does not work, and I don't know why. Why would I climb? I'm about to land. Like, they're dumb.
Delta 104 tree heavy climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Delta 104 tree heavy. SAM 777 Heavy, please expedite your climb 11,000 feet. Delta 104 tree heavy descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Delta 104 tree heavy. Delta 104 tree heavy descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
No way.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Delta 104 tree heavy. Delta 104 tree heavy descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
40, 30, 20.
SAM 777 Heavy, please expedite your climb 11,000 feet. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Delta 104 tree heavy. Delta 104
Not the best
tree
landing,
heavy
but we made it.
descent and maintain 4,000 feet. Detroit approach SkyWest 4215 is at 8,100 feet, climbing 9,200 feet. SkyWest 4215 Detroit approach altimeter 30.17 radar contact. Continue to ENGRM.
That crosswind was crazy.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Delta 104 tree heavy. Delta 104 tree heavy descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
We made it. What's the best landing in the world, but we made it. That was fun though. Gotta work on my landing a little bit. It'll help if some of the controls work the way I want them to. Yo. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Peace out.